You are listening to the Body Charge podcast, and I'm your host, Sandy Sanderson. Welcome to the Body Charge podcast. Today's topic is how canine massage helps heal. Our pets share our environment. They're often subject to the same kinds of stresses and health issues as humans. They can suffer from anxiety, emotional wounds, magnesium deficiency, and other health challenges. As with humans, our canine friends can also enjoy better health via nutrition and diet combined with massage. My special guest today is Blanca Rodriguez, owner and CEO of Wounded Healer, which offers massage therapy for both humans and canines. She is a mentor at the American Massage Therapy Association, an holistic life coach and fitness instructor, a motivational speaker, podcaster, and Amazon best-selling book author. So welcome aboard. Lovely to have you as my guest, Blanca, and such an interesting topic.
Thank you so much, Sandy, for having me here. What a joy it is for me. Thank you.
Nice. So my first question for you is, what led you into canine massage, and what is the difference, and what are the things that are the same between the two types of massage for humans and canines?
Yes, absolutely. I've been doing human massage therapy for almost 20 years, actually. And as part of us keeping our licensing going here in the US, we have to do continuing education. I wanted to learn something new and something that hopefully had to do with animals. And I was venturing into equine massage. It's very well known here in the US. And I was like, wow, equine massage sounds very interesting. And I got intimidated because it's like, this is about horses, and these are big animals, magnificent animals, of course, with beautiful muscle mass. But I am a very small lady, and I got intimidated by it. And I saw at this magazine a course about canine massage therapy. I've been a dog lover all my life, ever since I was a little girl. And I said to myself, that's it. That is where I want to go next, to help our dogs improve their quality of life. Because just as much as we improve our quality of life with receiving massage therapy and all of these things, canine massage therapy is as powerful as well. Canine massage has been around since very ancient times, 2700 BC to be exact. It started in China, India. The Roman Empire was very famous for their animal massage therapists. Even Julius Caesar will take his massage therapist to war with him. He had epilepsy. Well, his massage therapist will be working on his very ferocious canine massage war dogs as well. So that is what put canine massage really on the picture. And here in the US, it became really, really well known in the 1970s with the introduction of equine massage. And right after canine massage came into the picture, the American Kennel Club, AKC, approves of the practices of canine massage for the quality of life of any dog, competition dog, agility dog, dogs that are very active at home, even sedentary lifestyle dogs, dogs that are seniors, end of life dogs. I have worked with all of them. I did my internship for my certification in no-kill shelters for abandoned and abused animals. And all of these dogs receive the treatments with absolutely no fear, and they felt so much better. You could see it in their faces. You could see it in their body language. And the similarities of canine massage with human massage is the manipulation of soft tissue or muscle mass with the purpose of healing or relaxation. Just like us humans, we have muscle mass, organs, feelings, emotions, chemical reactions. Dogs do too. We are mammals. We share that in common. And the first sense that we have as humans, as newborns, is touch. just like puppies do. So the similarities have always been there. And I have worked on very small puppies and, of course, senior dogs and end of life as well. And the powerful effects that these practices have, not just for us humans, but for dogs, are proven to really help them with many things like post-surgical separation anxiety, dogs that are fearful, dogs that are fearful of thunder, lightning, being around a lot of people, going to the vet, because there's a lot of dogs that are terrified of vets, and it helps tremendously to calm them down. And it helps, of course, dogs that are in end of life, that they get arthritic, they have hip dysplasias, and all of these things that happen as the dog ages.
Yes, they have pain
Massage,
they can't tell you about.
exactly. And massage therapy definitely is one of the biggest helps that any dog can have for having a good life, definitely.
So dogs are very empathetic in the family
Yes.
unit. And if someone in the family is having pain or an issue, injury recovery, something that's making them experience pain or even sadness, emotional pain,
Yeah.
the dog seems to know. And
Yes.
animals come to you and they sit with you and they connect, they touch, physically touch.
Absolutely.
I did read somewhere that they tend also to absorb some of that pain from their human masters to compensate. And so over time, they can actually mirror or develop similar health issues. So I find that quite fascinating, isn't it? There's like, they're inside your kind of electromagnetic space, almost reading what's happening in the body and empathizing so much with it that it's a kind of self-sacrifice, isn't it? They're giving
Yes,
of
absolutely.
themselves.
Absolutely. The bond between dog and their human companion, it becomes so powerful that it's kind of beyond of human comprehension, because we really don't understand the level and to the magnitude of how unconditional their love really is. And I have read in many places, and even my teachers, when I was going to school, they will say, just remember, if you want to know the human, know the dog and their behaviors, and the dog and the human. The dog definitely, the bond is so strong that they become almost a copy of the human. It's pretty remarkable and incredible for this to happen, but it really does happen. And this is what happens with dogs. Their sense of smell is so beyond powerful, beyond our comprehension, that they smell fear, they smell pain, they smell happiness, they smell every single emotion that us humans may have. So that's why there's a lot of people that say, if you want to know someone very well, introduce him to your dog and see the dog's reaction and make a decision. And people are absolutely right on that aspect, because if your dog doesn't like someone, beware, because what they smell is absolutely true. There is no maybes, there is no happy medium. It's either I like you or I don't. So it's very interesting, these kind of things. And when it comes to dogs, they are unconditional with us. There's no boundaries, there's no limit to their feelings towards us humans. I was reading some research some time ago about which touch does the dog prefer, the touch of another dog or the touch of a human. And the human is the most important touch that any dog wants to have. It's pretty remarkable. And we are so lucky and blessed to have dogs in our lives. That's for sure.
They've always got wagging tails and
Yes,
looking to play. And
absolutely.
playing is so healing, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely.
The
Absolutely.
dog doesn't remember all the problems you had during the day. The dog just is in the moment, in the now, wanting to play and be happy and looking to see what's for dinner.
Yes, so true, so true. And that is why there's so many service animals nowadays to detect many things in many patients. As a massage therapist, I have worked with thousands of people in my career, and I have worked with many veterans, people with PTSD, people with severe trauma, and
And they have
they're
therapy dogs.
yes, they're saviors. Most of all of these patients, they tell me that their saviors are their service dogs. And the dog detects when they are about to go into a crisis. The dog detects them and they get them out of that funk, so to speak.
Yeah.
And with many people that have epilepsy, many people that have many sicknesses, that it can take them to very, very dark places. The dog is there for them to divert them from going down that rabbit hole. So the service that these animals give is extremely powerful, extremely important, and this is their job. This is what they do 24/7 for the rest of their lives. So that's why they're highly trained to take care of these people, because without these dogs, these patients really cannot be. And the bond is so strong and is so powerful. And that's when canine massage therapy comes into play to help these dogs relax their muscles a little bit, help with the stressors of their very important jobs, which is taking care of their human companion. Definitely.
Yes, and it's very important also in the disability industry, because the dog is not critical of anything. The dog just wants love, as you said, unconditional love, and
Yes.
is not going to criticize you if you have something missing or if you're not perfect. They love you as is. And
Yes.
so this is why it's important for the disability industry a lot, because you have sort of mental, cognitive disabilities as well as physical, all sorts of reasons why people may be feeling less or have lost confidence or are not willing to participate in life, and
Yes.
not even participate or communicate with other people, but they can communicate with the dog without the words. The dog just knows, and the feelings get communicated and transferred. And this is very
Absolutely.
healing, because there is another living being that loves me. And that's a very comforting thought for people, especially if they're experiencing loneliness.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. I was reading in the National Geographic that in many instances, people that have lack of cognitive function, and just like you said, people that just really don't have that knack to be very social and being around other humans, their dog is their saviors. They have full conversations with their dogs, and their dog is there. No judgment, no answering back, just pure unconditional love. And it's great help for people that have PTSD, anxiety, stress, many mental illnesses that otherwise these patients will feel judged by other people. They feel much better when they just talk to their dog, and their dog will just wag their tail, and in other words, tell them with body language, I'm here for you no matter what. I accept you for who you are no matter what. I love you no matter what. I am here for you no matter what. And that's why it's so powerful to have these doggy companions with us. It's very important. It makes us life happier.
Uh,
When we can have the worst days of our lives, and when you come through that door, the happiness that that dog has is just unavoidable for us to at least smile a little bit after a hard days of work.
yes, you've made me teary-eyed with all that. That's a really wonderful expression or a summary of that very close bond and relationship, and how giving that animal is. You know, a lot of humans can learn from how a dog behaves.
Absolutely.
We need
Absolutely.
to be a lot more loving with each other, don't we?
Oh,
Uh,
yes.
so it brings me to another question about, the self-sacrificing element of dogs. And, you know, even if the owner is treating them well, obviously there's another category where dogs are being abused, and that's really horrible. But even when an owner's going through a lot of illness and the dog is giving them a lot of the dog's energy, the dog can become depleted in that process. So how do we give back using massage? What benefits are there in the massage to replenish and help that dog recover its strength?
Well, the most important part of canine massage therapy is a very simple, there's two skills about canine massage that anybody can do. Dog owner can give it to their doggy friend, and it's very simple. And the most important part and the most beautiful part of this is that it is required from the human companion to be in a calm state. Once the human companion is in a calm state, your doggy will immediately calm down with you. The dog and the owner are, their mirrors of each other. That is a fact. And it's keep on being proven over and over and over that the dog becomes a mirror of their human companion. So as long as the human companion is in a calm state, the dog will be in a calm state. The emotions are better, the chemical reactions are better, the levels of the stress hormone cortisol will start going down. And it is proven that just with one massage, human and or doggy companion, 31% of cortisol levels will go down just with one massage, and the happy chemicals of our bodies, dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins, these levels will go up by 30% just with one massage. Wow. So the chemical reactions are just remarkable, and it makes such a difference on not only the dog's life, but the human companion's life, because you're both in a calm state. And when we are in a calm state, we are in a healthier state. So it's a great domino effect of a good reaction, one after the other, the other, the other. When we are in a calm state, the dog gets very, very nice, light touch from the top of the head all the way down to their hips with the line of the hair. Very, very light touch, because the dog doesn't need to receive deep tissue massage in order to have the powerful effects of the massage, because their sense of touch is similar from ours, but still is much more hypersensitive than our touch. Yes, yes. So the more muscle mass there is, the more the dog will enjoy the massage. So remember, very long, slow strokes. If the dog is your companion and the dog is comfortable with being touched on the head, you can start on the head all the way down to their torso, to their hips, even to their legs with very light touch. And just that alone will calm your dog down. I promise you that. And of course, calming music is an excellent add-on for the massage. I always use, there's this platform called Spotify, and there's a lot of music platforms that have many playlists. I use the playlist Sleepy Dog Music, and the dog does fall asleep.
Wow.
Isn't that remarkable? So yes, it's wonderful. It's just a wonderful domino effect. And it's like a win-win situation with this, because human companion, the dog comes down and everything is better.
Yes, one feeds off the other. I may
absolutely
add to that little schedule of things to do is add magnesium, because magnesium automatically calms the whole central nervous system. So what we recommend with animals, dogs, cats, to put 1 or 2 magnesium chloride flakes in their water bowl, so that they're actually drinking electrolytes in their water.
Yes.
And also we have a pet magnesium cream, Elektra magnesium for pets, because some dogs develop a nervous itch. So there are no fleas
True.
and you can't see any reason, but they just can't help scratching, and an area of the fur becomes worn away. And so by putting the magnesium cream and gently applying it to that area that's irritated, they leave it alone. It does taste bitter, but it's not toxic, even
Yeah.
if they swallow it. But they leave it alone and give it a chance to recover. And the extra magnesium, even that little bit, is enough to overcome that nervous itch, which is associated with the magnesium deficiency.
Wow, that's amazing. That's great to know. That's excellent information that so many people need to learn about their dogs, because in many instances the lack of magnesium plus the scratching causes anxiety in them, and that
Yeah.
alone they get obsessed and they can rip their skin apart, and that is a very, very difficult and it can be a dangerous situation. There's many breeds of dogs that their skin are extremely sensitive, and especially dogs that are aging, their skin will thin even more. So magnesium is extremely important, and not only for dogs but for us humans. Magnesium is excellent and it's really, really good for calming the senses down. So yes, magnesium is highly, highly recommended. It's excellent for immunity too. So this is great.
Yes, it is. We're all over health. I look at it like the whole electrical system. So it's the power
Yes.
plug. It's plugging into electricity, because it's how your mitochondria, they use magnesium to make ATP, our electrical energy currency. And so when we don't have enough energy, we're tired, fatigued, grumpy, we get more pain symptoms.
Yes.
Everything starts to become very much less optimal. And we don't experience all the good things of life because
That's
the
right.
body's short. It's running short of a very vital electrolyte, the master mineral electrolyte, actually, that helps the water work better in the body. So then hydration is dependent on getting enough magnesium into the cells. So it's
Important.
a compounding effect. And why massage is so good in the context of magnesium is because it helps the circulation. It helps move, once you've applied the magnesium or had it in your drinking water, it helps move it around the body as well. So you get a faster result when you use massage. And you're helping to connect all those electrical circuits in the body, which from being a massage therapist, are connected via the fascia between the muscles.
So true, so true. Absolutely, absolutely. I'm a big fan of magnesium myself, and it helps with great sleep, with improvement of sleep as well. And people like myself that I'm in the middle of my menopause, I use calcium, magnesium every single day, and it helps with everything, and it has improved my quality of sleep as well. And I'm sure that for dogs it has that great effect as well, that is a calming effect, and us having a more calmer life means improving our quality of life too.
Yeah. So some people do have a genuine calcium deficiency, but I think it's been overdone in the media, because if you have a fresh, healthy food diet with green leafy vegetables and some dairy, you will be getting more than enough calcium in your diet. It's the
True.
magnesium that gets lost easily because of stress. Stress causes kidneys to pee out more magnesium. So the more stress, the lower we get, the more deficient we become. And then calcium, without the magnesium that regulates the calcium supply, it becomes a bully. It starts to circulate as free calcium. It settles in the soft tissue and joints and starts to cause cramping and thickening of the blood, or hardening of the arteries and high blood pressure. All of those symptoms are downstream from a chronic magnesium deficiency, because the calcium is not controlled very well. So we have to be careful with calcium supplements,
Yes.
because you don't want to overdo it. But from my readings, experience, and the studies and research done, you can't really overdo it with magnesium unless you're injecting it into the body, and the body doesn't need that that much in the blood. But it may do. So, hospitals can use it if there's a heart attack and it shows that that's from a magnesium deficiency. They can put magnesium straight into the bloodstream to relax the heart muscle and calm down the whole cardiovascular system in an emergency, in a critical event. However,
Yeah.
normal day-to-day living, using it through the skin is much better because you can use as much as you like. It doesn't give you diarrhea, and it's instantly calming because it goes straight into the skin and then via the circulation to all the muscles. So I highly recommend have a look at Elektra Magnesium for transdermal absorption.
Absolutely.
A lot of practitioners are learning more and more about it. At the end of the day, because you can't make a mistake with it, just try it. Some people need more, some people need less. It's a bit of trial and error to see what you need as an individual.
Yeah.
Not all t-shirts fit the same people.
Exactly. Yeah. It's a very individual upon individual things, and how, how is our lifestyle as well. And just like you said, what do we eat? And the better, the more healthier foods we have, the more calcium we will have in our bodies, and the happier our bodies will be. But magnesium is very, very powerful, and without it, we are in danger. And not only our beloved dogs, but us humans as well. That is how important magnesium is. I have worked on quite a few wellness centers in my career, and how all of these natural NDs will be recommending highly magnesium to their patients, especially the ones that are like 55 plus and elderly people, because their bones get brittle and they are prone to falls and imbalance. And
Yes.
and all of these doctors have said you need to have your magnesium, make sure that the levels are okay, get yourself checked out. Very, very important information here.
So what happens when we get older is we get drier. We kind of dehydrate at a cellular level, and that's because
Yes.
we're losing magnesium reserves. Our storage tanks get low, and magnesium has a very strong relationship with water. So it's a master mineral electrolyte that brings in water into the cells and helps to hydrate us. So because we don't get enough magnesium in the food supply anymore, and we lose it under stress, we tend to become dehydrated more over time, which is a premature aging effect.
Yeah.
So when you're massaging and someone is dehydrated, you can feel it. The muscles feel harder and the body feels more lumpy.
Absolutely, absolutely. And the skin is drier, it gets flaky, and definitely it is a deficiency on fluids in the body. And just like you said, we get dry as we age. That's so true.
Yeah, so we can somewhat compensate for that by adding more water and magnesium into the body, and that will help the fluidity of the blood circulation, all the fluids in the body, and therefore the muscles, because as you know that they have to absorb a lot of water because they expand and contract, and what helps them move from one state to another is water going in and out. So we
Yeah.
need that hydration level. If we don't have enough hydration, cramps come. So everything stays compressed and stuck and tight, and it hurts.
Yes, so true, so true. So the more hydrated we are, the more good physical activity we have,
Yep.
the more good eating habits, the better off we are, definitely. And magnesium is vital for all of these things to come true and
It's
have a
huge.
healthier lifestyle.
And to keep the body moving, the circulation moving, using massage, because that's a really important part of recovery. So rest and recovery is when the body rebuilds itself and strengthens itself and detoxes itself. So we need to be in a relaxed state to be able to do that. So that's why healing relies on the ability to rest and recover and be in a calm state, because
Yes.
you're not detoxing or rebuilding during the adrenaline rush or, being under stress or anxiety.
That's for sure. We are living here. I believe that here in the USA, this is the most stressed out nation I have ever lived in my entire life. I am Puerto Rican. I'm from the island of Puerto Rico. And I can tell you this, we are much happier in the island than people here. Here, the word of the day that I hear every single day from a lot of people is stress. And as a massage therapist, all I do is say, how are you doing today? Stress. And I hear this every single day from different faces from all ages, especially the younger generations. This is a generation of stress, definitely.
Yes.
And it's hard to see, and it's very sad to see how people glorify the word stress when there's some very simple tools that we just need to
Yes.
pick up and make it easier and de-stress ourselves, like going outside with your dog.
Yeah.
Take your dog for a walk and breathe the fresh air, listen to the birds chirping, just look at nature a little bit, and those stress levels, I promise all of you that they do calm down. This is the simplest things of life that matter
Yeah.
so
We've
much.
got to detach from the
Absolutely.
treadmill. So on the island, also, I was going to say you would be getting a lot more magnesium because you're so much more in touch with the ocean. So there's lots of
Yes.
magnesium in the ocean water. You
Mhm.
walk along the beach, you can breathe it in. You can smell the
Mhm.
salt in the air, and it's so invigorating. So
Yes, it really is.
we're coming to the close, and would you like to just offer a little bit of a summary and how people can connect with you or find out what you do?
Yes, absolutely. You can find me on my website is www.woundedhealer.us. I am here in the USA. I live in Florida. So if you will love to hear much more about the powerful benefits of massage therapy, holistic, healthy living, and so much more authorship, please contact me. I am here to help. I'm here to serve. And it is an absolute joy and pleasure to be here with you today, Sandy. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure too. Yes, and I think people will get a lot out of it. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you so much.
I hope you liked this conversation and will share it with others. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. If you want to listen to other Body Charge conversations, click like, subscribe, the bell icon, and click all notifications. Subscribe to our newsletter to get updates on blogs, podcasts, videos, and magnesium special offers at electromagnesium.com.au. Relax, recharge, and recover.